everybody. Welcome back to Coffee and the Tea. So glad you decided to stop by, see what I'm up to, see what kind of tea I am spilling today. I have my coffee and it is delicious. I hope you have some coffee too. And let's get into this tea. Let's get into this tea. My first thing the first little bit of tea I want to spill is on Miss RiRi. She is walking around New York with ASAP and holding her purse in front of her stomach. Now, I did a little research, a little digging, and nobody is saying anything about it. Everybody is on hush mode about it. Um, no, evidently, I am, one of few find it very odd that a fashionable woman like Rihanna chooses to hold her purse over her stomach instead of holding it down in her hand or on her arm. I don't know, but everybody's on hush mode. They're more interested in talking about the t shirt that she had on, which she had a t shirt on that said, I'm retired. So people are talking about, well, we're not going to get an album anytime soon. She's trying to let us know that we're not getting an album anytime soon. No new music. Yeah, but I think we might be getting a new baby. It was reported that she had said that she wanted a large family and she wanted a little girl. So maybe, fingers crossed, she's going to get that little girl. What a beautiful little girl it will be. But yeah, nobody's talking about it. Let me show you some pictures, and you tell me. You tell me if you feel like it's all. I have Cole here. I have my little partner in crime. You can't see him here a little off camera right now, but if the camera moves around a little bit, or he might peep his head up, a little bit. That's him. Because every time I decide to um, record, he has to join me. You know that. Okay, let me see if I can find these pictures. I should have been ready, but Cole threw me off. Cole threw me off. Let's see. Here's Miss Rihanna. Can you see her? Look how she's holding that purse. Is it me? I don't know. Let's see it. I got another one. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the other one at? Yeah, I mean, they caught her coming out of her apartment in New York, her and ASAP. Okay, here's another picture if you can see. It's a little glare on it. Sorry about that. And usually people can put it up in the corner of their video. I am a new content creator, so I don't know how to do all that yet. But I will learn, I promise. If you stick with me, things are going to get better. Okay, that's Miss Rihanna. Am I tripping, y'all? Am I tripping? I think Miss Brianna might be pregnant. And I say I cannot wait. I think so. Because that's an odd way to hold your purse. It really is. Very odd. If you're not trying to hide anything. I think Miss Brianna is trying to hide something. I really do. But yeah, we won't be getting any music anytime soon from Miss Rihanna. But we getting hair care. Yeah, she just launched Fendi Hair Care, her products. And everybody was giving her a hard time because they said that she was wearing a wig launching hair care products. Well, you have to use hair care products on the wigs too. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is Rihanna is hiding something and she's not doing a very good job of it. So I'm going to keep my ear to the ground. I am just waiting for the announcement to come out because it's coming. It's clearly something there. It's a there, if you know what I'm saying. And ASAP, he was out looking cute. Let's see, can I find his picture? He was out and about also. Hold on. Lord, I will find it in a minute. Trying to do things with one hand when you have the puppy. Um, um, okay, where is that? Okay, here he is. He's out looking dapper and happy. It's my understanding. Every time I see him, it seems like Rihanna is really happy, and he seems like he's really, I don't know, a good guy. Somehow that gets stuck in my throat, but I mean, he seems like he's a good guy. He seems like he's a good dad. He seems like and in this article they had him listed as her husband. Did I miss something? Did Rihanna and ASAP get married? If you know, leave it in the comments for me because I can't say if I hadn't saw that one. I thought it would be a big production if she married him. But in this article that I found this in, but also I found it the only place I could find it was the Mirror, which is a UK tabloid, um, of him being called her husband. But it says I'm gonna read a little bit of the article, and then we're gonna move on. It says Rihanna wears "I'm retired" T-shirt in New York while covering her stomach amidst baby number three claims. Okay, ain't nobody claiming it. It's nobody claiming it yet. This was the only article I could find. Everybody else is talking about her T-shirt, and she's saying she's retired. Rihanna was spotted in New York City this week rocking a purple "I am retiring" t-shirt while hiding her stomach behind her handbag and ongoing pregnancy rumors around a potential baby number three. Yeah, wait a minute. Rihanna seemed to shut down any hopes of an album anytime soon as she steps out in New York City in a "I am retiring" slogan T-shirt this week amidst ongoing pregnancy rumors. A longtime Rihanna fan has been eagerly, as a longtime Rihanna fans have eagerly awaited new music ever since her last album, Anti, back in 2016. It's been almost 10 years since Rihanna put out an album. It seems that the singer shot down the possibilities with the bold statement plastered in her latest T and piling onto that, the mother of two also appears to be fueling pregnancy rumors as she was seen purposely covering her stomach during the outing. And that's true. That's true. But I can understand she want to make the announcement in her own time and whatnot. But if you want people to speculate, you got to come up with a better way of camouflaging it besides your purse. Carry some groceries, carry some bags or something like that. Where people will be like, well, she was going in, but then Rihanna is a billionaire. She don't need to be carrying her own groceries. So anyway, I wish her and ASAP all the happiness. As long as he is good to Rihanna, he's good with me. And, they make beautiful babies. And I hope she gets her little girl this time. All right, we gonna move on. The next tea we're gonna be spilling is kind of an update on Diddy. I know I do updates on Diddy almost every day because something is happening with him every day. But my last video, I did a update on him. I think it was my last one or the one before, where I was talking about he had called this other case. a new case in New Jersey. Well, this is kind of an update on that. Well, a little bit more information. Uh, it was back when Diddy was working. I think he hadn't established Bad Boys yet. I don't think, and it was in the early '90s, and he was working with um, Aaron Hall. I think that's who he was. You know, the guy who sang with Terry Riley's group, and but he was, I guess he was doing a solo. He was had went solo. You know, back then he was really hot. Great voice and everything like that. But um, it's saying that it was back then. And the reason that New Jersey is able to take it up because they have proven that it didn't happen in New York, it happened in New Jersey. And New Jersey, it recently, uh, passed laws that say if you have had any kind of SA or anything like that, that, uh, the time limits for you to file a suit against it, I think it's like a 30-year span. So, yeah, so that's how they got, Diddy caught up because New York was saying that it's been too long and they weren't going to do anything with the case. They weren't going to, let her file the case. And she took it to New Jersey. And so she also saying that they proved that it happened in New Jersey, and they have pictures of them prior to. It's a picture with Aaron Hall prior to the incident. What she says prior to the alleged incident. That's what I would say. The alleged uh, essay, and so they're gonna allow her to file the lawsuit. So that's number 10 or 11. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. Uh, they saying that, I have my ear to the ground. Now, this is alleged. This is not factual, to the point where I can prove it, but this is just out in the atmosphere that Puffy is really starting to get really depressed and and who wouldn't? But I have said it since I first started reporting on uh, Puffy, putting him in coffee and the tea, covering him for coffee and the tea for this channel. I've said that he's going through the 5 stages of grief. He's in the first stage of feeling that he can, which is denial, which he feels that he can save this thing. So maybe he's gradually starting to come out of denial, and going into the second stage. Uh, but the last stage is really where he's going to be in trouble, and that's acceptance. When he really come to the realization that it's no saving this singing ship. Uh, you know, that's his career. And they said this guy, it was a guy, a member of Jodeci, was also involved in this. Sure was. Let's see, did I write his name down? I did not write his name down, but it wasn't JoJo or uh, KC. It was one of the other two that was involved in this. So I don't know, Puffy. It is starting. Puffy is circling the drain. He is, And I don't know how strong this case is. All they have, I guess, the new evidence is the photos to prove that she was with them at this particular time. So, and they said she, it was like a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old there. If this is true, can you imagine? Well, Puffy was probably in his 20s in the 90s, and Aaron Hall was probably in his 20s and stuff like that. And they was out wilding and making horrible, horrible decisions, never thinking that this was all going to come back, you know. But the decisions that you make in your 20s can come back and bite you and destroy your career, this career that you spent your life building. But Puffy, not only was he out wilding during that time, he wilding in his 50s, having sex workers and all this kind of shenanigans going on in his home and at these parties, you know, catching DV cases. We're looking at the surveillance of him assaulting Cassie. And there's no telling what the FBI has on those surveillance videos that they took from his two houses, because they took LA and Miami, and they already had stuff to be able to go in there. They already had probable cause. A judge said you got enough evidence for me to believe that a possible crime has been committed. So you go in and raid these homes of his. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. A lot of people forget that. They be thinking, well, if they didn't find anything at the house, they found something. They never would have went to the house if they hadn't found anything. They found something at Donald Trump, didn't they? Because they knew it was there. And the judge would have never signed off on it, because the judge, he has to justify why he would sign off on something like this to go in somebody's home. So it's pretty big. It's pretty big, and we just need to keep watching. Um, I'm not I'm not saying that this is something that I am enjoying watching, because I do not like to see a successful black man, um, you know, just absolutely self-destruct in front of your eyes. We've had to watch Bill Cosby. They Michael Jackson, you know, we had to watch that. But Michael was innocent. He was innocent. But it's just forces that are out here that black men have to play extra, have to play it extra safe. They really do. Because one little slip, and I'm not saying what went on with Puffy is a little slip. I was referring to Michael, you know, but you just can't do it. You just cannot do it. They gonna come for you. And the feds are coming for Puffy, and they got their foot on his neck, and they are not gonna let up until he is in federal prison. Just hold your seat, because it's gonna happen. All right, moving on to our next tea about J Lo and Ben Affleck. This is kind of an update too, because I covered them before. And you know what? I might have to admit, I think I maybe was wrong about J Lo and Ben Affleck. I thought it was just a performative thing, that she was, throwing out a red herring, pray say, for us to watch that. Look at this over here, because, and forget about this over here, meaning that, people was roasting her on TikTok about her behavior during the time that she had that movie out, that document, documentary documentary. And she had, what else did she have? She had the documentary, she had the album, and she had the, what else did she have out? Oh, she had a tour. She had a tour. And people was just roasting her. My For You page was covered with people talking about um, how rude and what a horrible person she really is if you meet her. I mean, it was post after post after post, and one creator was just eating her up. So I was thinking, okay, she's getting some bad PR. People are coming for her. So she wants to get she wants to get everybody's mind off of that. So we're going to pretend like our marriage is in trouble. But it looks like the marriage actually was in trouble. This was not a PR stunt in order to get our minds off of, the people on TikTok and not Facebook, but X that was roasting her. So her marriage is actually in trouble. I was watching, let me get see it. I was watching TMZ and they was talking about it. And one of the people that was discussing had my whole thoughts on it. It's a PR stunt or whatever, whatever. But they were saying that Ben done moved. Excuse me. That Ben has moved into a house. They are not living together. They're not living together. And I just looked on page 6, and you can go on there, page6.com. And they're saying that they're selling the house that they took. Is okay. When they first got engaged, they started looking for a house. They hadn't had that house no time. I don't even know if they lived in the house because it's just been that short of a time. Now they're selling it. A $60 million house. They're selling it. I think she lives in it, and he lives in a house in Brentwood, I think. But yeah, it's for real. I was wrong on that one. And when I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong. I ain't going to own it. Maybe I was wrong on that. Yeah. But I just don't think they personalities, mm, you know, it just don't mesh. But evidently, J Lo's personality don't mesh with anybody. Cause look at I mean, what is this? Her fourth or fifth marriage? Yeah. Not saying she's to blame for all of the marriages, but it seemed like. But if you watch, I didn't watch the documentary. I watched some clips of the documentary, the movie, and it was all they say it was all about this love that her and Ben Affleck had, and that you know that's what they said, and even Megan McCain is coming for J Lo. Talking about when she was on The View, she was really nasty. Well, she didn't say she was really nasty. She said she was really unpleasant. Now, Megan McCain is one of the most unpleasant people it is on this planet. I couldn't stand her when she was on The View. And my father, that's all she would say. My father, my father, my father. She is a quintessential Nepo baby. And she's just as nasty as she can be. Her and Whoopi got into it all the time. I'm not a big fan of Whoopi Goldberg. Maybe one day I'll go into why. But if I had to choose, if those two are in a fight, I'm going with Whoopi all day, every day. Okay. And if Jennifer Lopez and Megan McCain is in a fight, I'm going with Jennifer Lopez every day, all day. And I'm not a big Jennifer Lopez fan, so that should tell you how my thoughts about Megan McCain. Okay, so you can take that one with a grain of salt, because Megan McCain is so she is just such a horrible person, horrible. And it's some stories out there of her behavior when her father was running for president, and the staff having to deal with her shenanigans. All right, we did J Lo, we did update on Diddy, we did RiRi is pregnant, and now it's time for stupid people doing stupid stuff. And our stupid people doing stupid stuff today is coming out of Florida. All right. And this is a story about a 64-year-old woman who fatally shot another woman and over her boyfriend. But this is the kicker. Her boyfriend was married, so both of them were side chicks. So one side chick killed the other side chick about a married man, by somebody else's husband. Now tell me that's not stupid. That is so stupid. So now she got one side chick is dead and the other side chick has to do time. Okay, let me read a little bit about it and then we'll discuss. Okay. It says 64-year-old fatally shot a woman that was involved with her boyfriend, police say. A Florida resident is accused of fatally shooting another woman who she believed was having an affair with her boyfriend, according to the arrest document obtained by Huffington Post. 64 years old out here shooting someone over her boyfriend who is married and at home with his wife. Tell me this is not stupid people doing stupid stuff. We read on. Joyce Ann Small, 64, was arrested on suspicion of first degree murder in connection on Wednesday, which this was back in October 2023, so it wasn't this past Wednesday. Uh, Wednesday shooting of an unhoused woman, so she was homeless, identified only as Sarara, who she previously opened her home to. Miami Gardens police said in the arrest affidavit. The public offender, who is listed as Miss Small's attorney, did not immediately respond to Huffington Post. And you can find this on HuffingtonPost.com or Yahoo. Let's see, did not respond to Huffington Post request for comment, but according to the affidavit, Small claimed that Soraya, I think that's how you say her name, had beaten her up in the past and that she was purposely agitating her outside of the Miami-Dade County Library. The arrest document said that police responded Wednesday evening to a call that a woman shot in front of the North Dade Regional Library. When they arrived, they found the victim dead with multiple gunshot wounds. The witnesses at the scene told officers that they saw a woman walk through the parking lot towards the victim, and that the woman then took out a black and silver handgun from her purse and began to shoot. The affidavit said the victim turned around and begged for her life. The and the witness told the police, but uh, but the what's her name? What is her name again? But Smalls The assailant, Smalls, continued to fire and eventually shot the victim, shooting her in the head before walking out of the parking lot. And if you go and you Google it, you'll see the surveillance video of her. This she came through the. It's a little. I don't know how to describe it, but she kind of jumped the fence, go through the parking lot. She chases this woman around the car. The woman is trying to get away from her. The victim is, and she chases her. She eventually shoots her in the head. And then she walks away just as calmly and coolly as she can be. Go and watch this surveillance video. It's wild. During a formal interview with the police later, Small told officers she knew the victim from the area as being homeless and would help the victim by allowing the woman into her home to eat, shower, and sleep, the affidavit said. After some time, Small came to believe that the victim was involved with her boyfriend, the affidavit said, and added that Small would spy on her boyfriend and found him with his wife. And found him with his wife, but not the victim. The library surveillance footage described by the police showed that Small came out of the bushes, yep, and the victim was walking across the parking lot, and then allegedly she shot her. Can you can is it me or it's just a whole lot of stuff going on there. Okay, the first thing is you're 64 years old. Why are you out here wilding like this? Why are you're 64 years old. It's all over a man. You still fighting over a man and you're 64? Okay. And then the man is married and has a wife. Okay. And so you're she came to believe that the victim was, seeing her boyfriend who was a married man. So two side chicks. So you are so in you so you owning your position as a side chick so much that you feel that this other woman is infringing on your side chick status that you gonna kill her. Wow. Only in Florida. Only in Florida. Stupid people doing stupid stuff. Like I said, you can look up the article yourself. I got this off of yahoofinance.com. It was huffingtonpost.com was, I think, the initial um, news organization that covered it. All you have to do is put in 64-year-old woman kills woman at the library, and it comes right up. And you can read you can read all the details, and you can see the surveillance video of this woman jumping over out of the bushes, chasing this woman down, and this woman is clearly begging for her life, and she shoots her in the head, all because you know, of a married man, a boyfriend. Stupid people doing stupid stuff. All right, everybody. That is coffee and the tea. I am going to finish up my coffee and I will see you later. Bye.